guys, what's up? It's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. So today, I don't know why I just did that with my leg. That was weird. Today I'm going to be telling a story that I've been wanting to tell on my channel for a long time, but I've kind of been gone from the YouTube community, and so now that I'm back, I want to tell this story. Today I'm going to be telling you guys the story about how the cops found my bong. There's a lot of people in my life that don't know what I do in my personal life and my personal time. So there's a lot of people that are going to be shocked by this video, but I have nothing going for me right now, so I really don't care. And there's so many YouTubers that I follow, and they tell stories that are way worse than this, and I'm pretty sure it has not ruined their life or their reputation. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys the story, so let's just get into it. For those of you who don't know, there is this festival. It is a 3-day music festival in Stillwater, Oklahoma. If you have not heard of Stillwater, Oklahoma, it's not a very big town. It's like 50,000 people maybe. I'm not really sure. You've probably heard of it. Our college is pretty well known. It's OSU. Yes, we suck at football. We are not known for football. I mean, we are known for football, but our football team kind of sucks. But anyways, that is where the music festival takes place, and it is called the Calf Fry. A lot of you may have heard of it because there are people from all around the world that come to it. I don't know why. It's not that big of a deal, but apparently it is. I don't really know. So if you have not heard of it, it is called a Calf Fry Music Festival. It is a 3-day music country festival. 3-day country music festival, and they do it every single year around like April or May. So me and my best friend went to Calf Fry this year. We went Thursday and Friday night. So we went on Thursday night and we got hella lit. Like, we were taking shots of vodka, we were drinking Four Loko and Fireball and beer and all kinds of stuff. I'll insert some clips because it got pretty wild. That was Thursday night. It was pretty crazy. Me and my best friend, we like got blackout drunk, and we didn't even make it into the festival. We were literally just partying in the parking lot. That video that I just inserted, that is literally a clip from just the parking lot. That's not even inside the festival. So fast forward to Friday night. Me and my friend, we get ready, and we're going to Calf Fry for the second night. So the Thursday night that we had went, I got super drunk, and my best friend had to drive me home in my car, and I had puked in my car. And so usually when you puke after you've been drinking, your puke is gonna, this is so disgusting, but your puke is gonna smell like alcohol. Like, your car is gonna smell like alcohol if you puke in your car while you're drunk, if that makes sense. And also, we had like open container in my car at the festival, but we weren't like drinking and driving or anything. And so, like, my friend that drove us home, like, had to sober up before we could even go home. So none of us were drinking and driving. It was just the fact that there was so much alcohol, like, around my car that my car had smelled like alcohol, and plus me puking in my car did not help the fact. So we did not clean out my car. I know it's disgusting, but we didn't clean out my car before we went to Calf Fry for the second night because it was so muddy that I didn't want to clean it and then it just get like muddy again because our shoes were caked in mud. Like, there was so much mud like everywhere. It would have been pointless to wash my car or clean the inside of my car. So we did not clean my car. So we get ready for Calf Fry on Friday night, and me and my friend, we start driving to Calf Fry. So usually how they have this set up is they normally have a lot of like roadblocks or DUI checkpoints and stuff like that going into the festival because people are hella drinking, they're drinking and driving, like, people are fucking stupid, and I cannot tell you how many DUIs they've gotten just from like this weekend specifically, and so everyone knows there's going to be a DUI checkpoint. Well, me and my friend were pulling up to a DUI checkpoint, and I'm like, okay, no big deal. We had no alcohol in the car, which wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't opened because we're both of age. We didn't have anything in the car that we knew of. So rewind a little bit. I lived with my mom for a while, and I had like a little bitty bong. It was probably about this size. Literally, it was like the size of this water bottle, maybe a little bit smaller. So I had this bong, and I didn't want to keep it at my mom's house, and I didn't know where to put it, so I just threw it in my glove box, and I didn't think anything of it, and it had been smoked out of heavily, so it obviously smelled like weed. So I just threw it in my glove box, didn't think anything of it. I kind of had it covered up by like some papers and stuff so no one would ever see it. And so I was like, okay, not a big deal. I'm sure you guys can see where this is going, but let me just keep going, alright? So we pull up to this DUI checkpoint, I roll down my window, and the police officer walks up, and he's like, ma'am, your car reeks of alcohol. Then he like steps back, and he literally just says it so loud to everybody in the whole world. Everyone and their fucking dog heard him say this. He goes,
this car reeks of alcohol. This car reeks of alcohol.
and he says it like 16 times. I'm like, alright, dude, we get it. My car smells like alcohol. Let's move the fuck on. So he asked for my ID. I give him my ID, and he's like, have you been drinking tonight? And I was like, no, like I can blow, like I can do a test or whatever. Like, no, I have not been drinking. And so he's like, I need you to step out of the car. And I was like, oh, I haven't been drinking. And he says, because I have reason to believe that you are drunk, I can no longer let you operate your vehicle. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I am not drunk, and I will literally, like, I can't even think of what I'm trying to say right now. The test that you have to do. I know what it's called. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know what it's called. I'm not stupid. But they make you blow. And I asked him if I could do that like 6 times, and he would not let me do that because he said, you are too drunk. And I said, I am physically not drunk, and I have not had a lick of alcohol since last night. And this dude did not believe me. He did not care. So he had to have another police officer come over in my car and pull my car into the parking lot because they would not allow me to drive my car because they thought I was drunk. So my best friend gets out of the car. They separate us so that we're not like allowed to make up a story or talk while the cops are searching my car. So the cops look at me and they just ask like, is there anything we need to know about before we search your car? We're going to do a full search on your car because your car smells like alcohol. And I'm like, dude, whatever, just search my car. There's nothing in there. You're not going to find anything because I'm not fucking drunk. So they start searching my car. They're completely just trashing my car, just throwing shit everywhere. They dumped out my best friend's purse. They dumped out my purse. They dumped out everything. They tore apart the glove box. They tore apart everything. And me and my best friend are separated, and we're just, like, looking at each other. And we're just like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, this is fucking stupid. Let's go. Like, this is ruining our whole night. And all of a sudden, we both get these big bug eyes, and we just look at each other like, shit. The bong. And we both knew at that same exact moment, we knew that that cop was about to find the bong. And what does he do? He pulls out the bong from my glove box. He found the fucking bong. Oh my god. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. And I'm not even fucking drunk. I'm completely sober and I'm going to jail for marijuana. So I look at my best friend and I'm like, oh. And I didn't mean to do that out loud, but I did. And I was like, oh shit. And all of a sudden he pulls out the bong. And let me show you guys how he was holding this, okay? He's holding it like this, like it's a used pair of panties. And he's just like, this reeks of weed. This reeks of weed. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, motherfucker. It's a bong. It's gonna smell like weed. Like, the fuck? Or he goes to my best friend first and asks her if it's hers. Sorry, I thought I heard my front door open. That was weird. So he goes to her and asks if it's hers, and she's like, no, that's not mine. I guarantee you it's not hers either. And he comes over to me, and he's like, is this yours? And I was like, no, that's not mine. I've never smoked weed a day in my life. I don't know whose it is. And he takes it over, and he sets it on top of my car, and he just keeps going through my car, like destroying everything. Not to mention, there was also a pipe that had weed in it in my car, and he did not find it. I'm not going to show you why he didn't find it, because there's a reason he didn't find it, because it doesn't look like a pipe. But he didn't find that, because if he would have found that, we definitely would have been in some shit. So he comes over to me with the bong, and he's like, all right, come here. We're going to go sit in my cop car. And I'm like, this is it. This is the moment that I go to jail, and it's going to be for paraphernalia. This is fucking awesome. And so I go sit in his car, and I sit up front, and at this point, like, I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm like, there's nothing I can do at this point. Like, there's literally nothing I can do. I can't go back in time and make him not find my bong. Like, I'm already fucked. And so I'm sitting in the car and he's like drilling me with questions. He's like, are you in school? This is gonna fuck with your school. This is gonna fuck with your best friend's school, blah, 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 like all this shit. And he's like, have you ever been to jail? It sucks. You don't want to go to jail here, like blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, whatever. And my car is actually in my dad's name. Had I went to jail, my dad would have had to get my car out of the impound and he would not have been happy. And so the guy just looks at me and he's like, have you ever smoked marijuana? And honestly, I literally couldn't hold my shit together because I've never heard a cop say it like that. No, he didn't even say marijuana. He said weed. Have you ever smoked weed? And I was just like, I can't take you serious right now. Like, this is a fucking joke. And so I tell him, I'm like, no, sir, I've never smoked weed. And he's like, okay, I believe you, but where did the bong come from? And I was like,
look, we partied at Cafe last night. There were girls in my car smoking weed. They threw the bong in my car. I don't know whose it is. I've never smoked before. I don't own a bong. I don't know where the fuck it came from. I don't know why you accused me of shit.
And literally he was like,
that's a big ass bong to have in your car to not know whose it is.
And I'm like, that's not a big ass bong. Clearly you've never seen a big ass bong. Because this bitch was like this big. So I don't know what he was talking about, but it was not big. Anyways, he's like, alright, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna give you a warning. Like, go straight home. Otherwise, if another cop pulls you over, he's taking you to jail. And I was like, why the fuck are you gonna take me to jail? He has no reason to take me to jail. Even though my car smells like alcohol, I'm sober. You done took my pipe, my bong, so why am I gonna go to jail? So he takes the bong and he's like, you obviously can't have that. Like, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna smash it. And I'm like, alright, deuces. And we go get in my car and it's fucking destroyed. And so me and my best friend just look at each other. We're just like, let's go home. Like, I almost started crying. And there was a guy next to me who was actually getting arrested for a DUI. So I had a better night than he did, okay? So he took my bong. I don't know what he did with it, but I bought that bong in Myrtle Beach, North Carolina. And it really upsets me that I don't have that bitch no more, but I'm glad I did not go to jail. I didn't go to jail. I got away with the warning, and had it have been like a regular like traffic stop, I would have went to jail. But I think the reason he didn't take me to jail, one, is my first offense, and I've been pulled over, but I've never had like, I don't know, I've never really done anything, knock on wood. I've never been arrested, knock on wood. And so I think that's why he kind of let me go. Not only that, but it was a DUI checkpoint, so they were more worried about like DUIs than they were paraphernalia. So that is the story where the cops found my bong. They took my dirty little reeked of weed bong, and they took it. I don't know what they did with it. I don't know. I really don't know what they did with it. I'm just glad that they didn't smash it in front of me, because I probably would have cried. But yeah, I no longer own a bong because the cops took it from me. So that's the story about how the cops in this fucking town took my bong. They probably took it home and smoked out of it that night, to be honest. I don't know. The guy that pulled me over was young. He was like a little bit older than me, so I don't know, maybe he took it home and used it, whatever. If you guys like this story, please give it a big thumbs up. I tried to make it funny. Honestly, like, it's funny now, but it really wasn't funny then. Like, I honestly wanted to cry, and I was just like, yo, I'm going to jail. Like, this fucking sucks. And it would have been on a Friday. I wouldn't have got out of jail until like Monday or Tuesday, so that shit would have sucked. But anyways, if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm having a current giveaway, and when we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a Polaroid camera. I know you guys don't want to miss out on that, so please don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a comment below letting me know if something like this has ever happened to you before. I'm honestly curious. If you guys want to see any more videos like this, let me know, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!